as to the Lord and not unto men. There is a great work to be done in our world. Men and women are to be converted, not by the gift of tongues, nor by the working of miracles, but by the preaching of Christ crucified. The reason why we are here to worship God is to tell the world, our neighbors, our friends, that Christ is crucified for them and for me. So, may we feel God's presence as we worship Him today. Happy Sabbath.
Shall we all stand and sing the For our hymn of adoration, worthy, worthy is the Lamb. Hymn number 133. 133.
ang ato ang teksto nga balasahon nining buntaga ato ang dugukan nining buntaga mga igsunan makita sa Juan 3:16. Kaya giigugma gayud sa Dios ang kalibutan nga tungod ini gihatag niya ang ilang buktong anak aron ang tanan nga mosalig kaniya dili malaglag kung dili may kinabuhing dayon. Okay, mga luhod na alas sa pagkampo. Amahan mo ang nakaskitasan sa mga langit. Dili ko tukib ang among kalipay sa pagsimba, sa pagdayeg, pagpasalamat kanimo. Nini matahon nga ito pahulay. Salamat Amahan sa tibok sumana mga pagkinabuhi, pagpangabudlay. Kung salamat sa mga panalangin na imong gihatag na imong sa kami giluwas sa tanang disgrasya o katalanan. Huwag din yung takna sa kabuntagon mahal. Among ipaabot diha sa kanimo, inaot ito mga apasaylo ka na mo, iin kami nasayo diha kanimo. Huwag ining buntaga man, magkahimo sa kami sa pagkay, pagpasalamat kanimo. Among iyang po amahan, among ang mga isuon, na nagpadulong pa sa simbahan, inaong ikaw proteksyon kanila, magkahimo sila sa pagkabot din kung walay kakulian o hinakamahan ikaw magatabang sa matapusan tanamon, garon ang mga mensahe na among madunggan, magkahimo ka lang sa pagtulungan ng labing doon niya kanino. Nauto sa pamahan ikaw panalangin sa mga speaker, pastor, tinis sa kanil, kanino maoy magtipik-tipik sa tinapay sa kinabuhi. Pamahan ikaw na aging ini, makahimo kami sa kinabuhi hangtod sa sa imong pagpadaya kamay. Napag ikaw magpasaylo ka na mo, kininta ng isalit sa ngalan kahon ng Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you. morning! Happy Sabbath! Are you happy today? Very good. Okay, the title of our story is The Lost Kitten. Kinsa na iring sa ilang house? Mas ka mo, babies ninyo hang iring? Wala. Wala. Na, minsan. Okay. So, sa ka-house, na mag-sister, si Emily o si Alicia. Na sila ay alaga na cat. Tapos ilang cat is bago lang na anak. So, na ay 5 ka baby. Name, si Muffin, si Snow, si Sunshine, si Tabby, o si Princess. Kinsa na to ang mga pangalan sa lahat? Si Muffin, si Snow, si Sunshine, si Tabby, o si Princess. One day, sila kay mama nga, "Ma'am, pwede may mag-play? Kauban sila ang mga kittens sa labas sa house?" Mama nga, "Okay, basta dili lang magpa-layo." So, nagkuha silang box. Gisulod nila ang mga kittens sa box sa gawas. Tapos, nag-play sila. Happy kayo sila nag-play sa kittens. Dagan-dagan, lugod-lugod sa mga mimi. Tapos, taon-taon, si mama nga, sunod naman sa house kay makita tao lunch. So, gidala nila ang mga earring kaupat dito sa house. Tapos, gi-check nila kung ba ang mimi. So, naa si Muffin, naa si Snow, naa si Sunshine, naa si Tabby. Hala, kulang isa. Kasi wala. Si Princess. Wala si Emily. Wala si Princess. Anak dahil si mama, sige, ato na to sa gawas, pasig nabilin si Princess. So, ato sila, ulo, wala gihapon si Princess. Hilak na si Emily o si Alicia kay nawala si Princess. Anak dahil si mama, di sa ito mag-cry, pray ta kay Jesus nga, i-guide si Princess nga safe lang siya kung asa man siya. So, nag-pray sila kay Jesus nga, i-guide si Princess. So, nakita na sila kay Princess. Taot-taot na ay, meow, meow, kisa to? Si Princess. So, nakita nila si Princess, pero si Princess nasa tabok. Pero naibangag nga, dako, kaayo. Yun sa ni Princess pagtabok dito. So, nakita sila, gamay nga, kahoy, ng oto ang latayan ni Princess. Kung wala siya gigay ni Jesus, nahulog si Princess dito, namatay. Pero nag-pray man sila na i-guide si Princess, so save si Princess. So, gidala nila si Princess sa ilang house, happy kayo si Emily o si Alicia nga, i-guide ni Jesus si Princess at save si Princess. So, children, wherever we go, kung asa man ta mag-travel, mula kang ikan sa itong house, mag-pray ta kay Jesus nga i-guide ta niya, o i-keep ta niya safe. You may now go back to your mom.
truth they heard me speak. For in the Master's voice they heard the more within heavens, the peace that still the tempest, the love that saves us all. Oh, can you hear His voice re-echoed o'er the ages with the promise of salvation to our souls, with the hope of life and everlasting joy, to the humble who will hear the Master's The Savior said, "Abide in me." The Savior said, "Walk with me in meekness and be blessed." He taught them on the mountain, He taught them by the sea. In word and deed He taught them, and He said, "Come follow me." And in the Master's voice they heard the more refrain the heavens, the peace that still the tempest, the love that changes all. Oh, can you hear His voice re-echoed o'er the ages with the promise of salvation to our souls, with the hope of life and everlasting joy, to the humble who will hear the Master's with the hope of life and everlasting joy, to the humble who will hear the Master's
Happy Sabbath to all. And salamat Sister Doreen for that nice messaging song. That song is inspiring us to come to Jesus and learn from Him. So this morning, Happy Sabbath. Welcome. Atong special i-acknowledge ang presensya sa atong mga bisita nga sa iyon abot. No? Natin si Ma'am Angelica Lagdaw. Kini si Sister, itawag na kung ni nanay, active kini siya. No? So naa siya din karon. O Ganihang buntag alas 8:30 pero kini ato ang relo advance ni siya. Wala na to kay pa tama na panahon kay tingay kanang magsalita. Pero ayon pagsalita gisulti na nako. Naunhan ta sa taga-Tacloban. So na-surprise ko murag kahapon lang mi nakita ani pero 11 na katuig, 11 years nga milabay sa akong pinagkwenta kay 2008 binihawa dito. Nagkita kami dito ni Dr. Macaya, siya pinaghindo sa pangipon. Dentist ni Dr. Macaya. Muna akong inspirasyon ako ni Ma'am. Kay kung mawag ang panahon na Tip Macaya, imo sila mahilunduman na Macaya ra. No? So welcome Macaya family, bari Dr. Soson family o sa tanan na naakaroon din eh. Welcome. I believe that it is not accident na naakaroon din eh. We are here for a purpose to give honor and glorify the Lord. Sa pagpadayon sa unahan, mag-amputat, nalay kong naliw sa umahan, niligtag na karon sa kapuntagon, ano yung mga anak nagkakatigom, alang sa pagmimaya, pagpasidungog kanimo. Kung nailigtag na, ang hangyo, yung balang espiritu, mo'y maghatag ka ng kaalam, masabtan na mo ang imong mga pulo, among magkinabuhian, samtang kami nagpaabot sa imong ikinawang pagpadayon. Ipangayon ng kini, sa ngalan ni Jesus, ng among maniluwas. Amen. Ang memory verse o ang bersikulo nga akong ang atong tun-an karon kini nga bersikulo sa wala pa ko na Adventist, I was high school, na-memorize na ko ni siya bisan wala pa ko kaugab og Biblia kay popular ni siya John 3:16, di ba? Memorize ni nato. So kung naamoy Biblia kining Biblia kung atong basa from Genesis to Revelation, the entire book from Genesis to Revelation, ang John 3:16 mao ang iyahang kasing-kasing. Without John 3:16, there is no book, no? Because the heart of the Bible is John 3:16. Now, let me share to you some passages, okay? Masabta na itong naningon sa Bible nga the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is life, eternal life. So pila sa ato karon gustong kanang libre, kanang walay bayad. Ingay maulo no, ako ray kanang libre. Pero ang naay bayad ang kamatayon ra gyud. Actually, the Garden of Eden, the original design of God, walay bayad. Ang origin ang kwarta is satanic origin in my personal perspective because in God's principle there is no money, no? Because everything we need are free, no? Libre. Ito raman naghimog kwarta sa dihang nigawas na sa paraiso si Adam ug si Eva. So the greatest gift, John 3:16. John 3:16 had often been called the heart of the Bible and the Gospel in miniature. So, mao na siya, heart of the Gospel, the Bible, no? Memorize na nato ni. Giingon diri sa Griego, Odos, Gar, Hagapisen, Ho, Theos, Ton, Kusmon, Oste, To, Oyon, Ton, Monogene, Inoken, Inapas, Opisteon, Is, Oton, Ni, Apolitay, all iki suhin ayunon. So that is John 3:16 sa Greek. Sa Espanyol, porque de tal manera amo Dios al mundo que ha dado a su Hijo unigénito para que todo aquel que en él cree no se pierda, mas tenga vida eterna. That is John 3:16. For God is the greatest lover. So love is the greatest degree. The world is the greatest number. That He gave is the greatest act. His only begotten Son is the greatest gift. That whosoever is the greatest invitation. Believeth is the greatest simplicity. In Him is the greatest person. Should not perish is the greatest deliverance. But is the greatest difference. Have is the greatest certainty. Everlasting life is the greatest position. Actually, if we are going to dissect John 3:16, we can preach this Actually, ako already gone for 1 year. If I can preach once a month. Now, this morning, ang akong i-share sa inyo ha, ang number 1 lang. No, for God, the greatest lover. Kung maghiskot ang lover, na ay panultihon nga basta driver, sweet lover. Sumo-agree man na or disagree? Now, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. So, we know the distinction between the principle of God and the principle of Satan. The character of God is the Ten Commandments, while the character of Satan is violation of the Ten Commandments. Okay? So, this passage, kung mag-iskot ang lover, God is the greatest lover, but human by nature, because of sinful nature, nahimutan ang lovers, but ang ato pagka-lovers of our own selves. No? Nakayon diri sa katapusan ng lisod ang panahon, ningon apansabta kini nga unya sa kaunayang mga adlaw managpangabot ang mga panahon nga malisod. Ang pangutana sa karong panahon na lisod dili. Sao na nabantayan ako 30 ka tuig milabay, naingon akong mama, ayaw eskwela dong kay lisod kayo, crisis. Nay mga bata diri karon nga nagtrabaho na kay di daw sila maka-eskwela. Grade 7 yata ni, grade 8. Magtigom daw sa kwarta para mo-eskwela siya. Pero nagtrabaho na. So, ang crisis, masking pag sa unang panahon, gagagmay pa ta, crisis na. Pero naingon rin, kining malisod. Kaya ang mga tao, unya, magmahigugmaon man sa ilang kaugalingon. Mga hinapi, tigpagawal, hambugiro, tampalasan, masukihon sa mga ginikanan, walay igabalos, dili yusnon. Okay? Now, kini nga mga karakteristik, mga kaigsunan, isulat na siya, dugay na kayo nga panahon, pero mauna siya, right after man committed sin against God, the character of God being changed into the character of Satan. That's why our minds is already controlled by the evil one, and this mind is already satanic in my own version. Ang atong kaisipan. That's why Jesus said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Okay. So remember, we as Adventists, atong naibawaan na atong ipangita ang tingharian sa Diyos. But remember, there are two things that God wants us to seek or to find. It is His righteousness. Okay? Righteousness. And the promise of God, kung sa'yo promise ng Ginoo, and all these things shall be added unto you. And we as people of God must know the distinction between wants and needs. So ang wants nato, dagang tayo. Gusto natong cellphone, laptop, refrigerator, nga we can survive even without that material things. But what we need that being supplied by God is air supply, water supply, and food supply. But Jesus said, seek His kingdom and His righteousness. It is the righteousness of God. It is not our righteousness, because if we follow our righteousness, wala tayo, way maluwas. Dili ta maluwas kung atong sundon ang atong righteousness. It is the righteousness of God. That's why Jesus Himself, when He was approached by a pious man in the name of Nicodemus, a Pharisee, who went there at night, gabiing ni ato kay maulaw siya, usa ka doctor of divinity, religious leader, o ino nato leader sa Israelita, ni ato ni Jesus Christ, because he acknowledged the kanang gitawag nga ang purity ni Jesus Christ. But Jesus, ingon si Jesus in John chapter 3 verse 3, except a man be born again, he shall not see the kingdom of heaven. So si Nicodemus, usa ka religious leader, dili siya makasabot. Sa diyang giingnan siya nga you must be born again. Giingnan siya ni Jesus Christ, ikaw usa ka religious leader, sa Israel, wala ka kasabot sa akong gisulti. Pero kitambagan, iklaro ni Jesus Christ. That's why in verse 16, Jesus delivered the most powerful sermon. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. The theme, no? The summary of the Bible from Genesis is to Revelation is found in the book of 1 John chapter 4 verse 8. He that loveth not knoweth, he that loveth not knoweth God, for God is love. God is love. Ako i-introduce sa inyo no? Kung as Adventist, pero may ako nagsulit, bisan dili Adventist, ako ginasulti perme nga ang Bible mao ni siya ang ato ang guide. O karon akong encourage sa inyo, sa di pa ta mamatay mga kaigsunan, encourage ako sa inyo nga mabasa ninyo ang Biblia gikan sa Genesis paingon sa Revelation. Okay, so challenge kung naa may Adventist karon nga niabot ang 5 ka tuig or napulo ka tuig nga wala pa makabasa sa Bible from Genesis to Revelation, dili pa ulihin ang tanan kay napatay ginhawa. Hinaot nga sa di pa ta mamatay, makabasa ta sa Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Ang King James Version ingon nito nga according sa Google nga about 3 million liters. Dunay 3 milyones ka litra ang Bible. Pero mga kaigsunan, it is only summarized of 4-letter word. 4 letters. L-O-V-E. Summarized to love. And that's why, no wonder when Ellen White, pero mo ang writings ni Ellen White, sa usapan ka po, equivalent ka sa ka Bible. Sa usapan ka librohan, about 200,000 manuscripts na gisulat ni Ellen White. You can just imagine sa Conflict of the Ages series, emphasize dire sa Patriarchs and Prophets, chapter 1, why was sin permitted? The first word is God is love. Okay? So God is love. Even today, His nature, His law is love. It ever has been, it ever will be, the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose ways are everlasting, changeth not. With Him is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. Wala mausap ang Ginoo. God is love. Sa Conflict of the Ages series, ang last nga book, because there are 5 books of Conflict of the Ages series, in the Great Controversy nga libro, sa last word sa Great Controversy, the Great Controversy is ended, sin and sinners are no more, the entire universe is clean, one pulse of harmony and gladness beats through the vast creation, from Him who created all, flow life and light and gladness throughout the realms of illimitable space, from the minutest atom to the greatest world, all things, animate and inanimate, in their unshadowed beauty and perfect joy, declare that God is love. So that is the summary, no? The entire writing sa Spirit of Prophecy and the book sa Bible. There was a blind girl who hated herself for being blind. She hated everyone except for her loving boyfriend. He was always there for her. She said if she could only see the world, she would marry her boyfriend. So that was her longing. One day, someone donated a pair of eyes to her. She could finally see everything, including her boyfriend. Her boyfriend asked her, "Now that you can see the world, will you marry me?" So nihangyo ang boyfriend. And the girl was shocked. Now that she could see, she saw that her boyfriend was blind. She refused to marry him. And her boyfriend walked away, tears in his eyes. Later, he wrote here a letter. Just take care of my eyes there. The human brain can change in an instant, only if you will remember what life was like before. Only if you remember what's always been there. Life is a gift. Today, before you think of saying something unkind, think of someone who can speak. So kung maghunahuna ka istorya nga way ayo nga istorya, hunahunaan nga naay amang nga di kasulti. Before you complain about the taste of your food, think of someone who has nothing to eat. Before you complain about your husband or wife, think of someone who is crying out to God for a companion. So bago ka nga awayon imong banag asawa, hunahunaan nga naidaghan mga biyuda or mga ulitaw dalaga nga naghilak sa Ginoo kay wa pa isugod sa uyab o wala pa lumayab sila. Today, before you complain about life, think of someone who inspired. No? Kung mahuna na ka sa maning kinabuhi, wala may nada nga kinabuhi, hunahunaan nga daghanay namatay. So let me dinhi announce sa inyo na ako lang nag-project rin nga picture para mas makaibaluta nga ang atong igsoon nga mo ay tiglista sa mga bisita nga si Ismerna Matthew Legaspi. So may mahulay na siya nga hangganan. And that is the reality in life. Musugod tag sa dili padulong tatanan anak. No? Before you complain about your children, think of someone who despite wanting children is barren. No? So, nangandoy sila bata. Before you complain about no one cleaning the house, magyaw-yaw ka kay ang imong balay wala na hiloy kay busy ka. Think of the people who are living in the streets. So, na yung mga tao nga balay-balay. Before you complain about how far you have to drive, no, ganun, so layuan yung balay, layo kayong biyahe. Think of someone who walks the same distance with their feet. So na yung mga tao nga naglakaw, nga walay sakyanan. So mao nga sama lang ang dilayo ng lakawan ay driver. And when you are tired and complain about your job, no, usay daghan sa tuwa karon nga ganahan na mo resign kay kapuyo na siya trabaho. Manay giingon nga kung wala pa'y job, sige pangitag job. Kung nanay job, dili jabon or dili trabahoan, dili seryoso. Think of the unemployed that is able and those who wish they had your job. They had your job. Okay, so kung naa kay job karon, kunya mo resign ka, ayaw ka balaka kay daghan nag-ampo nga mo'y kupuli sa imuhan. Before you think of pointing a finger or condemning another, remember that no one is without sin and we all answer to one Maker. When depressing thoughts seem to get you down, put a smile on your face and thank God you're alive and still around. Life is a gift. The Lord appeared to him from far away. I love you with an everlasting love. Therefore, I have continued to extend faithful love to you. So mga kaigsunan, remember that God is love. Na ay teksto diri sa 1 Corinthians 13 verses 4 to 7 to 8. Diba? Kaya mo nang basahan ang verse 1, si Paul ingon, bisan ako adunay pagtuo, no? Nga makairog sa Mount Apo o sa bukid padulong sa dagat o bisan kining akong lawas pagkasunugon apan kung wala ko'y gugma walay kapusnanan ang tanan sama lang sa symbols kung sa naay takog sa kaldero nga imong ihulog ingon ana ang atong kahimtang nga mura lang tagpiyang-piyang nga walay pulos kung walay gugma. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. It does not delight in evil. It rejoices with the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. Love never fails. So usually kung atong kitaon kining characteristics sa Ginoo nga maong gugma, very opposite sa tuwa, di ba? Kaya naman, kita dili pasensyado. Kita dili malumo. Suman, siluso, envy or masinahon, boastful, hambugiro, pride. Kini pride, kasagaran yun nga kanang dili magkulit, mamatay na lang ang igsuon, ang nanay, ang relatives, mamatay na lang, dili na makapangayog, dili pa makapangayog pasaylo. Ganuman, kay naay garbo. Kanang mo ingong gani nga magsakit man mga pasaylo. Nga kuan, dili na lang yun ang kunon nga siya nakasala. Ug mao na itong kinaiyan. No? Diri sa Pilipinas, wala gidawat kaayo ang kini magtanong og kawayan. Na ako'y naamigo na nako kay kaduha man siya diri na apit 80 na edad. Ako isulti ang pangalan niya si Demokrito, Democracy Ikawalo. Ang iyahang nasa website, ang iyang produkto bamboo. No, bamboo. Iyang gisulat sa government. Wala gidawat ang iyang proposal nga ang mga bukid diri nga walay tanong tamnan og kawayan. Diadto siya dito sa China, gidawat sa government sa China ang iyang proposal. So duha karon sa China kasagaran mga bukid unsa man mga bamboo. Unya walay landslide kay ang bamboo manggod mga siya. Ang ato ara gyud diri nga nagtanong tag kawayan kana yung naatay kalaban tamnan natong kawayan. So, mauni siya ang kinaiya. Ingon si Jesus Christ, if you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and remain in His love. I have told you these things so that my joy may be in you, and your joy may be complete. So mga kaigsunan ko, ang sekreto di ay sa kanang gitawag nga happiness, the secret of happiness, kanang kalipay sa Ginoo. Dili nang kalipay na to. Kaya atong kalipay mumurag ayo, makainom tag kape, lipay na tag kadadlaw. Makainom tag Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Ars-Cola, Sting Cola, lipay ang atong lawas pero atong kidney nagmukot. Diba? Makainom og tandoy ram, lipay na. Wala may inom tandoy. Makasigarilyo na, lipay na. Mabaw kaya atong kalipay. But Jesus Christ, He offered, He said, your joy. No, ningon siya, ang akong my joy, ang akong kalipay, akong ihatag kanimo, so that your joy will be complete. No, makomplete siya. Anong kalipay gani sa Ginoo? Lahi ba yan ang kalipay na personal nato nga kalipay? Pila sa inyo hatiri nga nalipay nga si Torman na backslide. Si Torman, kailan mong kay Torman? Di ba nalipay mo nga natumba sa kay Torman? Lipay kayo. Pero mga kaigsunan, mabaw kayo itong kalipay. Malipay ta na ay ma-slide. Malipay ta na ay natumba. Malipay ta na ay na-bankrupt. Malipay ta na ay nasirado. Daghang kalipay. Nga mabaw kayo na kalipay. But God, ingon siya, I have told you these things so that my joy may be in you and your joy may be complete. Ang tama dahil ang kalipay mga kaigsunan, dili sa iyong personal nga kalipay. Malipay ka kung ang imong isig ka tao, malipay. Maunay gusto sa Ginoo, maunay kinaiya sa Ginoo, maunay gugma. Diba? Walay magsumbagay kung mag-basketball o mapildi. Ganuman, kung ikaw nga napildi sa basketball, malipay ka na nakadaw ang imong kalaban. Pero ang problema kung naikang sa MBC magsinumbagay, ganuman, kay mag-uol o mapildi. Kay ang tao gusto gyud masikat. So mga kaigsunan ko, ingon sa dinhi, this is my commandment that you love one another as I have loved you. So kabantay ka ang principle sa Ginoo, love one another. Pero ang principle sa Yawa, very subtle. Iyan ang ibutangan ang word nga nay. Anong word nga nay? Na ang pulong sa Ginoo wala usba, iyan ang gidungagag kamay. Ingon ang Ginoo, love one another. Pero ang Yawa, nag-ingon, love one another. Nga naman, maglabwanay naman ka. Kung unsay sakyan nga paliton, maglabwanay. Kung unsay sanin na isuot. So, mauni siya. Kung atong ilisdan ang word na love, mga kaigsunan na gano'n, God is patient. God is kind. He does not envy. He does not boast. He is not proud. He does not dishonor others. He is not self-seeking. He is not easily angered. He keeps no record of wrongs. Wala sa daghang listahan nga kung makasala imong silingan imong ilista or tamnan imong kawayan. God does not delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. He always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. God never fails. For God, the greatest lover. God bless you all. God bless all of us. This is my prayer.
Good morning, everyone. To prepare us for the collection of our tithes and offerings, I will be reading our stewardship emphasis this morning. A pastor in Ohio had a speaking appointment in Chandler one Sabbath morning. He calculated the travel time and left his home promptly to make sure of an on-time arrival. As he drove into the church parking lot, he found himself to be the first one to arrive. So he patiently waited, figuring that very soon he would begin to see other cars pulling in. As he waited and waited, he began to get upset. Where were the people? After a few minutes, he became alarmed and then angry. Again, where were the people? As his patience grew thinner, he considered returning home when suddenly a few cars began to appear and then more and more. He hadn't realized that he had crossed the line from Eastern Time to Central Time. He was an hour early. How many times have you and I had to say, oh, when we have made a hasty judgment based on poor information? Sometimes it is better to be more patient and wait until we know the whole story. Smooth human relations can sometimes be challenged, but it is an important and necessary part of getting along as part of God's family. As decisions are made about important issues in the church, let us go with cooler heads and committed hearts, that God's word may go forward. The appeal for all of us this morning is this: please give liberally to His word today. Now our deacons and our deaconesses are ready to collect our tithes and offerings. gracious Lord, our Heavenly Father, we thank you so much, dear Lord, for the blessings you have given to each of us for the entire week. And now, dear Lord, here are the tithes and the offerings of your people that they have brought into the church. May you bless this offering, dear Lord, that we help further your word and use each one of us, dear Lord, as a mighty instrument to finish the work that you have given to each one of us. Bless the resources of each of your people, dear Lord, so that the next Sabbath we can still give you verily for your glory and honor. Thank you so much, Lord, for hearing our prayers. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Our hymn of consecration, hymn number 207, My Jesus I Love You.
Thank you so much, Lord, for the reminder of each one of us. We acknowledge, Lord, your being our Creator, Sustainer, and Provider of our needs. And we recognize our being sinful and ignorant. And thank you so much, Lord, for the reminder that you are love, you are the greatest lover that will love us for our salvation.